If there were criminal suspects, it is being alleged by the police. That is not a guarantee, or it's not a license for the police to shoot to kill.
The OCPD Pangani declined to respond on the matter and referred our team to the Nairobi area headquarters, where, after several hours of waiting, a comment from the county commander Joseph Oletito was not forthcoming. Between January and September 2018, Emlu has recorded 89 deaths in the hands of police. The Kenya Police Service is linked to 74% of those extrajudicial executions, while Administration Police Service is linked to 6.7% of the statistics. In the last 5 years, 853 people could have died as a result of extrajudicial killings. Brian Obuya, KTN News.
Time now for that special feature, Castaway, which narrates the struggles of children in Mombasa left to fend for themselves on the streets due to poverty. Where will help come from? Sharon Momanyi now reports.
I was born to win. I was born to win. The warrior in me won't give up, won't give in. I was born to win. I was born to win. I was born to win. The warrior in me won't give up, won't give in. I was born to win. I was born to win. Make history. Born to... Can't even tell them stories.
It's 4 p.m. at the Wema Center in Mombasa. That means playtime for the resident children attending preschool classes here. Today, they have been given a task to draw beautiful houses on the sand at the playground. 6-year-old Juma Kaindi knows exactly the kind of house he has to draw. Big, warm, and comfortable. It is exactly the kind of home he has never lived in.
Nilikuwa niko nyumbani sipati chakula kila siku. Mara zingine ndo napata. Alafu niko nyumbani. Maji yanafungwa kwenye tap zote. Hakuna maji.
Juma is just a few months old at the Wema Center, a charity organization that rescues street and needy community children in Mombasa. He has spent his entire young life living with his parents and 6 siblings at the Mwakirunge dump site, the biggest in Mombasa.
Siku moja nilianza shule. Siku nyingine mamangu alikuwa hana pesa. Nyingine pia hivyo hivyo. Pia kidogo hakuwa na pesa. Nikapelekwa shule, siku nyingine hakuna pesa. Ndio sasa ndo nikaacha kwenda shule. Kwa sababu mamangu mpaka apate pesa nyingi ndo anipeleke.
Juma is one of hundreds of children born into dump site dwelling families here in Mombasa. Children who know firsthand what the face of hunger and poverty looks like. At the Mwakirunge dump site, we find Kaindi Chadi, Juma's father. On a good day, Kaindi would make 50 Kenya shillings from reselling items dumped at the site.
Mimi nikiamka asubuhi nenda kule kiwanjani na kule kuna magari leo nikumwaga 5 usiku. Sasa sisi tunaenda kuvamia ile zile takataka lizo zimemwagiwa, tunachokora. Kifika hapa naanza kuchagua. Mkebe ni mkebe, chupa ni chupa, box ni boxi, alafu napona pima. Alafu na zile nyama nimepata na ile chakula nimepata naweka kando. Alafu na pima ile, na nikipima ile chupa na ile mkebe unapata kwenye 50 tu.
At only 25 years of age, Juma's mother, Sidi, has to take care of 7 children, 2 of them infants. Her biggest burden is feeding her children.
Hiyo gari ikija naleta sima, nyama, unapata hii mikate ambayo tulikuwa unakula hapa. Haya, pengine unapata hata chai yatakupikwa tayari kwenye majagi. Haya ndio hiyo tunakota tunakula tayari. Manake ile pesa ambayo tuaifanyia uweze kupangia mambo mengi na kuna watoto. Kingi sana tunasaidika hapa.
Sasa mnatoa huko kwa nini?
Kwa toa huko kwa magari huko. Magari inaangusha.
Mnakausha kwa nini?
Kupajua.
Inasaidia nini kukausha?
Inasaidia ile sangia huko napata huko iko kama maji hivi. Lakini sasa hivi ishakauka hivi.
Alafu inakuwa hata sawa.
Sasa hivi
wala hivi ama kuna
tunapangusa hivi. Tunapangusa hivi. Tunaondoa hivi.
It's not just Jumas, but hundreds of families live amongst garbage here in Mwakirunge dump site in Mombasa. The men, the women, and especially the children not just find their livelihoods here, but their homes and their food too. In Mwakirunge, the sight of this bus arriving at the site, which happens 3 times every week, is a spectacle. The bus drives the Wema Center Outreach Program, which provides food and often literacy classes to the children here.
Like you've seen where they stay. So with us coming over, mobilizing them, having them for our sessions 2 or 3 hours. The 2-3 hours that we have them with us. Haya, mwingine kuja mama. Songa karibu nikosha mkono. Hizi metals which are very dangerous, sometimes hata hizi mashindano ziko huko ndani. So the 2 hours tuko na wao hapa, tunawasaidia kikubwa sana kimasomo, computer literacy, tunafanya na wao, kucheza na wao kidogo, pia kutaka kujua mtoto zaidi nyumbani ni nini kinaendelea, mbona yeye hajaenda shuleni, mbona yupo hapa darasa.
The parents here silently have a common prayer, that of better lives for their children.
Nataka wanangu watapate maisha mazuri. Mimi nataka wanangu wapate maisha mazuri. Hata mimi mwenyewe naomba sasa niko na kazi, nafanya kazi, napata pesa nyingi. Naomba tu nipate kazi, nifanye kazi na pesa nyingi. Lakini vile Mungu hajanijalia nikapata hicho kibali hicho. So nikitoka hapa naenda kibarani kuokota sima, naokota na zile chupa nyeusi. Hiyo ndio kazi ambayo nafanya, lakini naomba Mungu anibariki na mimi nikuwe kama wazazi.
Ile tutakuja kusoma ni kwa mkubwa nisaidie mamangu.
Nataka kusaidia mamako kufanya nini?
Asiteseke.
Juma mimi huyo ni katoto wangu, lakini nataka mimi azingatie huko sana, yani nimsidishe ku walimu kabisa. Hii shida angalau nawe sija akajaona. Nioni mimi sina mamake, lakini watoto wangu naomba sana yule ndivyo mwachukua huko.
Maneno yake mwenyewe alisema anafurahi anasoma sasa. Nataka mwalimu aje
sasa. Mimi basi sina kitu kingine leo nimekitumania, ni watumia watoto wangu angalau wasome mpaka wende mbele mpaka sisi waje watu angalau.
Husna Kombo and her 2 sisters are just a few days old at the center. They play cheerfully now. Just a few days back, they had no roof over their heads. The streets was their home.
Tulikuwa tuomba. Sasa kaja mvua, unapale kama hivi tu. Mvua ikinyesha tunalala hapo watu wengi. Tuanza pale mpaka kule.
Like for many children here, the center not only now provides the comfort and basic needs of food, shelter, and education to Husna, but love, belonging, and a safe space.
Tuko 7. Wawili wanangana nao. Sasa mamangu alikuwa amezaa, akazaa. Uzak maliza akaenda kanyanya. Ndugu yake mamangu sasa. Akamwambia mamangu, ondoka na hivi vipanya vako. Na ni sisi. Manga akasema nendeni zenuni.
I founded the center in 1991, though officially in 1993. I didn't start it as a center. Let me just say that from the beginning. The intention was not to have a street children's home, but basically I was sort of very touched by the state of the children I could see on the streets. There are some particular children actually on Moi Avenue that I used to see as I went to work every day. And one day I just thought, I need to find out why they are there and is there something I can do, just as an individual. So I started talking with them and we started having lunches. We had Thursday dates for the longest time.
Makadara Grounds in Mombasa is known for its rich political history. But other than that, this grounds also has a different identity. It offers home to tens of homeless families. At night, the many trees in this grounds offer shelter to many women and children. This is where Husna and her sisters have spent many nights. We don't find her mother here today, but we find Lillian Awino.
Na zile nylon kenda jela miezi 6. Watoto wangu wakaomba wakaja wakanitoa. Tena nikachukua tena biashara tena nachukua maji nikaja nikashikwa tena miezi 3. Sasa nikaona kila mara nashikwa ndio nikaachana na hiyo biashara ikabidi sasa nikaewanja. Maisha yakakuwa magumu. Nyumba nimefungiwa. Nangangana nalipa polepole. Nikaja nikakuwa tena mgonjwa. Ndio sasa nikaomba watu wema wanichukulia watoto hata kama mimi nitabaki hapa katika street. Nibakie mimi lakini watoto waondoke kwa sababu niliona sasa watoto wangu nimefikia mahali sasa wanataka kwanza kutagamu, hawanisikii, maisha yamekuwa ni mabovu. Kila mara ni wagonjwa baridi, hatuna cha kujifunika, mara mtoto amepotea unamtafuta unaenda unampata mbali. Ile nifanya mpaka nikasema fadhali watu wema wanichukulia watu nihangaike mimi na yule.
It is not only a cold and lonely life in the streets, but a very unsafe one too, especially to women and young girls.
Kwa kama watu 20-35 hivi tunalala hapa. Na familia yenye iko hapa hivi, yani wale wenye tunaishi nao, usiku ulali kama wewe ni mama, umelala na wale watoto, inafaa ulinde watoto. Sasa ukikosa tu kumlinda ule mtoto utapata mtu amekuja amechukulia mtoto, ameenda amemharibu.
In a very large number of cases, we don't even find the parents or the families. So children just become where is their home. And they continue with, after a short time of mothering, rehabilitation, as they put it in the academic way. But me, I call it mothering. You make sure they stop drugs. You make sure their health is good. You make sure they eat well and sleep well. That sort of thing, and that they have friends, they make friends here and they play, just have a childhood. And then school. School is very, very important.
This is the moment I've been waiting for all my life. Felt so many times, but now I'm ready to get it right.
At 21 years of age, Mary Santarandu has a song in her heart, a song of hope.
I'm the firstborn of the family of 3. My mom died when I was still 11 years old. So after mom died, dad started changing. He started behaving like we are not his children. So it came a day I and my brother decided to run away from home. We left our lastborn, and I found myself at Bondeni in Mombasa, and I met an
a good Samaritan who took me to a place in Chuda where it was about Wema Center, but they rescue people. I stayed there. I used to go take their lunch and supper. Then at night I slept at the streets. It took 2 weeks doing that. But the last week came a woman who was about to kidnap me. So I was saved by one of the staffs of Wema Center.
Wema means well-being in Swahili. And at this center, Mary found more than her basic needs in life. She found herself and discovered her passions.
I feel so good because they have took me so far. In terms of music, it's because of them, because of God, because of Mr. Philip. And about education, they've took me so far. I'm doing what I love. I love fashion, and I'm doing tailoring and dressmaking. And yeah, I really thank God for that.
Even when you walk on the streets, you won't see many girls.
Susan Akinyi understands all too well the ink that writes the story of Husna and Juma. Now an established finance and administration manager at a local company, Susan remembers the lonely days in the streets.
I am the last one in a family of, we are 6, a family of 6. And 4 girls and 2 boys. We lost our parents. Like I lost my mom when I was only 3 years old, and my dad later on when I was 5 years old. We were left with our firstborn, who was only 14 years old, who at that age couldn't fend for us. As a child, you stay hungry the first time at home. The next time you eat to the next neighbor's home, you try looking for food, and the next neighbor, until everyone starts shutting their door for you. You cannot stay hungry. So what happens after that is it's just an instinct. You have to start walking around, roaming around, looking for food. Because at that moment, the most important thing for you, for me actually, was food. And I was not getting it at home. My sister, of course, had to sell changa and get us some money, but it was not enough. We will eat today, tomorrow it's not there. So in that process, you start roaming around. And that's how I found myself in Mombasa streets, together with my 2 immediate elder sisters.
So this is a familiar place for you? Susan takes me downtown Mombasa to an area known as Splendid. It is at a restaurant here more than 20 years ago that she and her siblings would often come to beg for remains of food.
I remember feeling so hungry, and one of my neighbors actually shut the door on my face. I remember so well. And I still see that person right now, unfortunately. And every time I see this woman, it reminds me exactly where I came from and the pain that I felt that time.
Susan and her sisters would then be rescued by the Wema Center. She'd then go through school all the way to master's level, always topping her class. And now she's back serving at the board of Wema. This, she says, is her way of giving back.
There's hope. There's hope. The thing is, when you get the opportunity, grab it with both hands.
I would like to see plans for identifying the real vulnerable people right at the roots, so that we have we take the steps necessary and we have the right structures